Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Enshrouded. We're going to be going northwest today and heading towards that tower. Just before we do though, I want to get some plant fibre, make some string, and we can make some rags. Some wonderful, wonderful armour. I mean, I say wonderful armour, obviously it's going to be the weakest armour that we've ever made well, it's the only armour we've ever made. Weakest possible armour. That we could make, but we need some string before we can weave together some of the like torn cloth and stuff. So we'll just grab some of that. I've extensively mined that burrow over there, so we have plenty of flintstone. I think we're over 150, 171 we've gotten up to, so quite a lot. Manual crafting. Let's get 3 bits of string. And on the rags, so we could do ragged shirt, ragged pants, ragged boots. Let's start with the shirt. We need 2 more string for the pants. And there's the pants. And we need more torn cloth before we can do the boots. But the boots are the least useful. So, on the chest, equip the ragged shirt. Look, we've actually got something on. And rather than threadbare pants, ragged pants. Now, in terms of like actual defensive ability, I'm sure these are not going to be amazing. But it's going to be better than nothing. We may as well delete the threadbare ones. As pretty as they look, they're not going to be of any use to us going forwards. During the mining, we also got a whole bunch of stone. I'm going to keep it honest because inevitably we're going to pick up some other stone. But before we head out, I will top up our rested benefit just so we've got that stamina available. And let's drink that. And we'll have one of these and one of these, so that tops up our food meters. I'll very briefly stick my head in the burrow just so you can see how much I've mined out with that, but it's quite a lot, almost to the point where we've come through on the other side, and I'll show you what I mean. So I've had to turn this into like a proper stairwell down. We've got some light patches just up there where it's starting to come through at the ceiling. This has gone through quite deep. There's still some more to get there, and there's still some more to get down in that side as well. But we've done pretty well in clearing this all out, I'd say. Certainly we've got enough for the moment. Because all that is just potential for when we meet someone and need to build a house, or if we decide to upgrade our current house, of course. But I don't think I want to do too much where our current altar is. I'd rather move on to a better spot. It's going to take a while to get used to this two-handed mace. The dodging is fine. The wolves are not particularly dangerous. So I'm not worried about us taking damage from the wolves, but I'm worried about us taking damage from anything else that might want to kill us. Can we jump up that? It looks like we might be able to with a bit of luck. There we go. Yeah, there's some pretty nice nice environment areas where I think, hey, we could have our base here, we could have our base here, we could have our base here. Like that arch down there, that looks cool, but it's kind of like down in the shroud, so maybe not. Anyway, this tower, we've got to keep the focus. Stay on target. One thing I did want to check is whether we can mark the map. We can. Okay, so we can create markers, so if we find resources, we can put a little indicator down for them. I just want to check where this comes in. That comes in just straight there. So we've not missed anything on that side. Over on the left it looks like there is something. So before we go onto the tower, let's just have a little look over here. One of those strange bunny things. Some kind of mine, maybe. Let's climb up and see what we find. I mean, there might be bits that we can dismantle. Might be treasure chests. There could actually... It could be an iron mine, for all we know. There's a treasure chest. A bandage. I'll take it rather than nothing. It looks like there's something over the other side as well. Ooh, treacherous chasm. You need a grappling hook to cross. Well... For the grappling hook... I think we needed to make that the workbench. It says you need a grappling hook to cross, but oh, I see. To go from like here across to that. I wonder if we can just do some like ultra cheeky parkour. Well, that clearly didn't work. Let's try that again. No, straight through. So parkour is not going to get us up there. Not at least without some scaffolding to help out. It doesn't look like there's anything squirreled away. Although, that looks like it might go somewhere. This is the danger of games like this, is you start looking and going, ooh, if I was a dev, I would hide something around this corner. And before you know it, you've jumped off into the unknown. Well, we managed to make it back without dying, so that's good. Yeah, I don't think there is actually going to be anything in there. Cliff Edge Village, probably not something we're going to end up doing. Yes, berries. There's plenty of resources. That's one thing I will say. There is plenty of resources. Okay, that thing's run miles away. Looks like there's potentially a dock down there, but let's have a look at the tents first. Option to sleep. Don't really need that. Let's loot the chest first. Health potion, wooden arrow. Can I pick up the chest? No, I can't. Let's have a read. Captain's Journal, Day 6. The raiders have besieged us these past 2 days, attacking from the bridge. Their eyes, such madness. We've withheld so far, but only just. We may not survive the next assault. I've ordered to rig the pass with our last munitions. If those scavengers return, we are prepared. Alright, so better to blow up the bridge than to let them through. It's another one of those road markers. Take the flint arrows, that's nice. Got another torch. Captain's Journal, Day 20. We're hungry. We had to destroy the bridge, and with it, our connection to supplies. But it worked. We haven't seen any more scavengers. The Cinder Vault and those within it are safe, and should remain so. If we are to avoid starvation, we may have to take our chances in the horrible shroud. Either choice is certain death. So this goes down, yeah. Alright, let's have a look and see what the bridge says. It might encourage us to make a grappling hook or a glider or something that's going to involve us to go down into the shroud first. Yeah, it can't proceed without a grappling hook. Seek a path through the shroud. At the very least, get some bones and a little bit of wood. I would like that axe, actually. Two-handed axe would be very nice. Probably quite dangerous. Clumsy, maybe, even. Okay, so if we're going down into the Shroud, let's have a look at the map. There's the Balin Bridge. That's where we want to get to. So kind of down and round this way, I guess. Sail the path, lest the Shroud's kin take you. Salvation lies straight ahead. Can we mine these things? Yes, but not really worthwhile. I see you over there. Ooh. Items. I mean, I do want to check stuff as we go, but I also don't want to get ourselves killed. Yeah, that's sinking our shroud time down. Let's back away. Can I search that? Take those bits. Probably should have waited just a little bit longer. The hourglass capsule replenishes your remaining time in the shroud. It's consumed upon use and cannot be stashed in the inventory. Okay, so we're not going to use that until we need to. We can also just go back out of the shroud. Technically, this is kind of the way we need to be going. Under the bridge. So let's continue exploring this little bit. Before heading out. This actually just takes us up and out. But this is northeast. Which is not where we need to be going. But it is out of the shroud. There was a second where we weren't enshrouded, I thought. Maybe I was mistaken. This might all be bad. Okay, a moment's respite. And we can climb up this. Okay, that's nice. So not precisely the way I was expecting to get across the bridge, but I'll take it. Oh, hello. Definitely wasn't expecting a guy with a crossbow. Let's eat one of our berries. Nothing to loot over here. Those look like traps. We're no longer rested. You can swing across some chasms, use a grappling hook, be on the lookout for these places. I think we're going to go down, we're going to try and jump it. No? Oh, well, fine. We'll climb down. This is not exactly how I thought we would get across. I thought it would be more leap related, but that's fine. What have you got? A bit more cloth. I guess we could make our boots now. Exploring the bridge isn't particularly productive for our cause, but you never know what you're going to find. I mean, from here we could just fall down, so the return journey is going to be fine. That's what I'm learning from this. Right, crafting. So for the boots, we need some string. Let's get some string. 2 string for your boots. Those would be the shoelaces. It is better than nothing. It is not much better than nothing, but it is better than nothing. Oh, you can make backpack extensions? Well, that's going to be cool. Also interested in making things like the staff. Equip spell charges to cast. Huh. We'll have to try them out at some point, but right now I don't think it's suitably important. In the meantime, we'll just resume where we were going. Having regen quite nicely. In fact, we don't need to go over. We can explore down here. This is going to take a little bit of finesse, but look at that. Reasons to go down. For wooden arrows, no less. No, I wanted to jump across. Let's try that again. It's very good at getting you in position for the whole climbing. No. Painful. Okay, well, we kind of thought that that might happen. So we're going to need to respawn, go get our stuff. Luckily, it should be easy enough to retrieve. And we do still have our main inventory. That gives us our rested status. And we will have some corn this time. Now, on the map, are we marked where we died? Yes. So we'll be able to find it without any trouble. We just need to get back over there. It's worth trying these things, because if you don't know what the death mechanics are early in the game, then inevitably you're going to get yourself in trouble. We do still have quite a lot of stuff. Oh, we can wear this. 8 stamina, 10 health. Yeah. Was there anything else? No, I don't think so. I wonder if any mobs will have respawned. Because that's a mechanic we don't know about yet either. Also, can we slide down here? No, this is definitely not a slidey point. So carefully down we go. Just 50 meters ahead. Is that just a rock? That's just a rock. We can collect this? What is it? Shroud liquid. Oh, there's reasons to be here. Where's our tombstone? Oh, please tell me it's not up on that thing. Is that 4 meters above us? This could be problematic. We may need to find a way back to it. At the very least, we're getting some shroud liquid. We'll hurry on up and round. Get ourselves out of the shroud, and then we can look at maybe coming at it from above. Yeah, look at that. It's going to be awkward to get to. Not impossible. Oh, I think it's just put it up above. I think that's actually going to be easy to get to. Like, it's put it where we were trying to get to, almost. Some more fireflies. It's going to allow us to maybe make some lanterns at some point. Every now and then I hear like that little... Ow! Forgot about the traps. It's only stunned us, didn't do too much. Definitely worth paying attention to them though. No, that is on the wrong side. So if we're going to get that... which we are... got to go across like that. So take everything. And then to get back... we'll go back over the bridge, which means we're going to have to go round, but that's fine. This is part of the learning experience, isn't it? So absolutely nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I would love to be able to jump across at that, but I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go off this edge. Try and carefully... definitely not that edge. Try and carefully break our ankles somewhere nearby. So do we think we can make it down onto that ground? I reckon we probably can. The motion up seems to work. Might be... if we can go through this, we can run and jump for that corner. That'll be enough to try. Okay, did not just let us go through. So not as simple as I hoped. Strange how it lets you through some bits but not others. I mean, in all honesty, it's not really that strange. Alright, we'll try here instead. Alley up. Ow, it hurt, but it's fine. Right, health regen is active. Back through we go. We're learning. That's what we're doing. We're learning. And we've learned we can gather the shroud liquid, which is very cool actually. You know what? We don't want to go that way. We want to keep to our mission. So I do want to check under the bridge. See if there's another way up on the other side. That's not intimidating at all. Does this count as the tree? Okay, we can get shroud liquid from it, so... Does this count as a tree? More shroud liquid, but no shroud wood. That's twigs. Right, let's try an actual tree in the shroud. Hey, there's shroud wood. Right, that's what we need. Okay, let's get some more. You don't get much, do you? This does appear to be leaving the shroud, or at least going higher. Okay, back to weapons. We're out of the shroud. Don't think we're safe. That looks like it's gonna mess us up. Ow! Ow! Okay, we definitely need some health regen. Damn, that was painful. You know what? We should also probably eat one of our cooked meats. Just as soon as one of our food things goes. There we go. And probably drink for a bit of extra stamina. I get the feeling that this is going to be a lot more painful and a lot more dangerous. Rookmore. I am curious about it, but in that I want to have a look rather than I want to die. Ow. He's very, very dangerous. We had to use a healing potion, but that's fine. Let's have some more berries. That was a lot easier. More metal scraps. I mean, this is good for getting metal. But yeah, this place does feel dangerous. It's that giant skull they've got over there. Maybe. Right, be ready to flee at any time. Explosive powder balls. Ooh. Okay, what have we got that we don't need? We probably don't need all the stone, but I'm definitely taking it with. So many things that we could have left behind. Okay, let's eat. Let's eat a corn cob. We've got the explosive powder ball. We'll have a look at what's on these. Don't even know what it is. Probably a mana potion. We've got a book, of course. The elixir, a flood of woe, is a formula I do not quite grasp. This is sophisticated beyond imagination. I'm not surprised to know the source of this recipe is otherworldly. Created from the flesh of these tiny, delicate fungi grown deep beneath the earth, it grants power. Yet when I look at this flask, worry fills my heart. This will never be a cure. This will always be a weapon. Perhaps the ancients wanted to hide this for a reason. Alright, maybe that's elixir then. Okay, this is not a good place to stop and do some cooking. So let's return and resume our original plan. Oh, please tell me we can go up this little side bit. If we can go up this side bit, I'm going to be very happy. That is a lot simpler to get back up here. Not exactly where we were going, but it's nearly there. Hopefully this will swing round to the right. And it does indeed. We're just going to have to make our way around carefully. So definitely bandit style raiders over here. I guess that's the scavengers mentioned before. That is our target. So we may as well move in and do what we can. Do we have anything that we don't care about? Oh, interesting. Once you get that many mushrooms, they don't stack any further. So we could just dispose of these for now. Because we'll get more. We will definitely get more. That gives us a little bit of space. Also, don't feel like we need the torch, but I do want to have one just in case. So do we go through or do we try and go round? Round does seem smart. Does not necessarily feel safer though. Let's go and see what it says when we get closer. Road is blocked. A grappling hook is required to cross. May still be able to do something here. Failing that, we go round and go through. We're no longer well rested, so our stamina's not going to come back as easily. Bees. You can hit them, okay. That's a very interesting mechanic. Well, seeing as we've killed some bees, I feel like we should at least get some goodies from it. We've got plenty of arrows, actually. Not your standard way of harvesting honey, but needs must and all that. Bushes can conceal you. We're gonna try and do stealthy approaching, are we? Time for the backstab. Okay, definitely not effective. Not with this weapon anyway. Oh, look, this is one of the kiln things we came out of. Not happy about that. What have they been doing? The cinder vessel broke down during testing. The rat I used inside was charred by the coalescent flame. A bright flash, then nothing. Thankfully, the side effect of blindness was only temporary. I've acquired a new subject, another rat, Igni. Hopefully our path to salvation. I cannot accept more setbacks. I will ensure the cinder vessel holds as if my life depends on it. It may well. So Balthasar's definitely a scientist wannabe. Let's head up. See what we can find up here. More info. By the ancients, I've done it! Equilibrium! The subject sleeps, yet can be awakened. They are dead, yet alive. The subject does not decay. It is untouched by the course flow of time. A flame's soul and a mortal body. Igni serves as proof. We can survive. We can endure. These cinder vessels will be our only chance amidst the shroud. We have no other choice. More explosive powder balls. I'm sure I will use them at some point. But they're the kind of thing that feels like it should be for boss fight moments. Let's get a little bit of healing on the go as we hop down and carry on checking out this area. We're not quite ready to push on in, but we're nearly there. I want to check over this side, see if there's anyone or anything to spark our curiosity. Is that you? Mate. Critical backstab. So the dodging round seems to work quite effectively. Ooh, a provisional scythe. Was not expecting to get any weapons. Yeah, it seems to work quite effectively, but it's definitely a bit weird. I'm curious. What is this place? might be worth us trying to block with this. I don't know how effective the block is when you don't have a shield. But as it is, we take a fair bit of pain. Right. It wants us to awaken the survivor, but let's have a read. Venture forth. It's done. The Cinder Vessel is a delicate contraption, still volatile, yet brimming with potential and hope. The first human to enter will be our true prototype. Kindling of a new spark. Thankfully, the blacksmith volunteered. He must enter the vessel and sleep until roused anew, lest he slips into eternity. May the ashes of one age sustain the seeds of the next. So this is going to be someone who's actually seen Balthazar. Okay, that's awakened them, but now we need to summon them. You retrieved a survivor, place them in your home with the summoning staff. Okay, well, it's clear we need to head back that way, but what's this? That requires a lockpick, which means we're going to need to make a bit of space. We could probably get rid of the torch. Craft a lockpick. Oh, thank you very much. An executioner's axe. Clearly, we need to try this out. I did say a two-handed axe would be really nice, and look at this. I'm going to enjoy this weapon for certain. I wonder if there's anything else here. It doesn't look like it. Right, when you reach rest, you can fast travel back to your home. Okay. Well, that's gonna help us out. We don't need to rest, but we do need to summon the survivor. So, fast traveling back at this point seems like a smart choice. This survivor will be a worthy addition to our cause. Place them into the world with a summoning staff, which you can craft from simple twigs. Okay. That seems like a thing we can do, so... Crafting. Summoning staff. We need a bit of space. So let's dump off some of the stuff we don't need. So the provisional scythe... I do like the look of it. Like, as far as weapons go, dual-wielding scythes would be a thing I would totally do. What else can we probably get rid of for the moment? Maybe the critter parts? There's only a few of them. I mean, we don't really need to, because we can cook this stuff up, can't we? So, manual crafting, summoning staff. Right, ready the summoning staff. I suppose we could put Oswald by the house, or we could just put him over here. Here for the moment.
Hey!
Hey, man.
Speak up.
Okay, so we could use him to craft. He's unsheltered at the moment, of course, because he's outside, so we kind of want to build him a house. Oh, a forge, a charcoal kiln, nails, felling axes, pickaxes, fur armor. There's a whole bunch of stuff. scrappy sword. I like the idea of the one-handed stuff. And you can enhance the equipment. Ooh. Enhancing an item unlocks new perks. Each perk costs runes. Cool, so we've seen the runes before, but we haven't spent them, of course. The Executioner's axe can be boosted quite nicely. Interesting that the Masterful Mace can have cutting, piercing, and blunt damage. That's very cool. It's parry power on the weapons. Okay. Well, the Masterful Mace is probably going to be the most flexible, like doing split damage between different things. So we'll need to decide what we want for it. Let's have a chat. Took you long enough to find me. Look at you, weak and puny. And they call you Flameborn? First thing you need is equipment. Lucky you woke me up first. Crafting a scrappy sword or a spike club or some armor will serve us well. Let's have a chat about the fire. Ember Vale can still be saved. Where there's ash, there's embers, kid. The shroud suffocates the valleys, so seek the elixir well with your new gear and raise the root of our misery. Ignite the depths that set this evil ablaze. Go on, I'm counting on you, Flameborn. And let's learn about well rested. Even with new gear, you shouldn't feel too safe out there. Rest up and eat well before you head out. Fire, roof over your head, and some meat in your belly will prepare you for anything. Well, we've seen that with the different buffs. So what's the flame gonna say? You've awakened your kin. The flame is pleased. Seek out more survivors slumbering in the Springlands. Okay. So we need shroud cores in order to upgrade the altar. We need more resin and a spark in order to strengthen the flame. Yeah, so at the moment we can have 2 altars. We've only got 1, but it means we can start building a new base before dismantling this old one. Which might be something that we end up doing next. Knowing that the ancient vault is over there and Rookmore was here, perhaps building across the Balin Bridge would be a more sensible option. But I might wait until we clear the elixir well before we actually move out. That's going to have to be another time though. Thank you very much for coming along, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed this. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Enshrouded. See you soon.